News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Lauren Culber. Thanks for watching KX News. In tonight's top story, the session ends. I'm told lawmakers are making final speeches as we speak. After 76 days and hundreds of hours, lawmakers hammered out last-minute differences to get everything wrapped up, but not before some major money was spent. Chad Mira joins us live from the Capitol tonight with more on the last-minute deals and the record-breaking amount of money the state spent. Hi, Chad.
Lauren, the Senate just cast its final votes probably about 20-30 minutes ago now. Just a few final touches they have to do before they can gavel out of the 2019 legislative session. They had a couple more budget items to clear up before session ends tonight. And like you said, it was a record breaker. We're looking at $14.7 billion over the next 2 years. Now that does include some federal aid, so what we're really looking at is $4.9 billion of the state general fund for the next 2-year budget cycle. And that's a significant number. That's $600 million more than what we saw in the last legislative session. Earlier this evening, I was talking to the House Minority Leader, Representative Josh Boucher, and he was telling me how this session has just been great in terms of both sides of the aisle working together on this. He was really proud of some of the behavioral health services that he thought the legislature was able to advance. And when I talked to Senate Majority Leader Senator Rich Warner, he echoed a lot of the same sentiments. In fact, even in his closing remarks earlier tonight, he was saying this session he believes will go down as one where they're known for cooperation and bipartisanship, and he thinks that's a big reason why they were able to wrap up tonight, day 76, instead of possibly having to work through the weekend like we thought might have happened. I was able to catch up with him and ask him a few questions earlier tonight. Here's what he had to say.
I feel pretty good. I think it's been a good session, and from the standpoint of this chamber, everybody worked together very well. Both the minority and the majority party worked, I think, for the people of North Dakota. There wasn't a lot of partisan bickering. If I had to classify this session, I would say it was a bipartisan. Everybody worked for a common good.
Now, there was one big item that took to the very last week of session to hammer out, and that was the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library. That's been under debate since the very beginning of the session. Governor Doug Burgum signing that bill into law earlier today. It will provide $50 million of a state endowment as long as it is matched by $100 million in private donations. So still a little bit of fundraising to do. However, we do know that if that is accomplished, it will go out in Medora. So that was a big moment for the governor, as that was one of his big pushes throughout this whole legislative session. A lot's been going on over the last 76 legislative days, whether it be that presidential library, raises for state employees, changes to the state's medical marijuana laws. We're going to try and recap it all for you this Sunday on Legislative Review. That airs right after Face the Nation at 10:30 on KX News. I hope you'll join us then. Lauren?
Yeah, Chad Mira reporting live from the Capitol on day 76. Thank you so much. In other news, a drug and alcohol treatment center in Bismarck